Hey everybody, it's Kai, and for this week's video I decided that I was gonna do a book challenge. So let's just dive right into this one. Question 1. Introduce yourself. I'm Kai, and this is my channel. I'm sorry, I'm horrible at introducing myself to things. Just not my thing. Question number 2. Right now, I'm reading the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, and I'm on book 3, City of Glass. I'm on like page 52. 53. I'm on page 53. Question number 3. Latest purchase. My latest purchase in books was, like I said, the Mortal Instruments, since I just recently started reading them. I've had them for like 6 years, the first two, but I never got around to reading them until this year. So my latest purchases, City of Fallen Angels and City of Lost Souls. I bought them 2 Fridays ago. City of Glass 2, actually. I just recently bought that one too. So the Mortal Instruments series, that's my latest purchase. Hardback or paperback? That's really tricky because I love both, honestly. Like, I love the feel of a hardback book because it's, I don't know, I just love the feel of the hardback. But at the same time, I like paperback too. The one thing I don't like about paperback is if you open it too much, you're gonna get creases in the spine. I hate creases in the spine. When someone borrows your book and they get creases in the spine, oh, it drives me insane. Anyways, onwards. Question 5. Book stack. I have a huge book stack, 2 bookshelves. I have a bookshelf up here and over there. I'll show you it at the end of the video, just to make things simpler. Question 6. Favorite series. I honestly don't really have a favorite series because I love so many books, but I'm gonna have to go with The Hunger Games. It's not like all-time like this is the series. That's not how I think about it anymore. But it holds a dear place in my heart. So I'm gonna go with The Hunger Games. Question 7. Character most like me. If I had to choose a character where it's like I want to be this character, that's the type of person I want to be. Lunar Chronicles. Scarlet. I love Scarlet. She probably one of my all-time favorite book characters. I love her. She is the type of person I want to be. Question 8. I cried a lot. This one, I've cried for a few books, but this one had me crying. I'm not kidding you. It had me crying for like 2 hours after I finished reading it. Didnt. I'm not going to spoil anything in this book series for anyone who hasn't read it, but if you're anything like me and you get attached to characters, you're gonna cry. I had the ending of this book spoiled for me, so I knew what was coming, but it didn't stop me from crying like a baby. Next question. Question 9. Favorite cover. That is like the hardest question ever, because I love the covers of so many books. But honestly, I'm gonna have to go with with the artwork for the Heroes of Olympus series. I love this series. And I'm not gonna say I have a favorite cover from the series because I love all of them. Like, look at these covers. They're so beautiful. I just love them. I'll show you the rest of them. I just love them. Blood of Olympus. And on to the next question. Question 10. I wish it ended differently. I would want to change probably most of my favorite series, how they ended. The one that probably takes the cake is Didnt, but another one where I wish it ended differently is Blood of Olympus, because I was so engrossed in this series. I read the entire series because I was so sad that I reached the last book, but I was hoping, I had high hopes that it would end amazingly, but I was just left, I don't know, feeling kind of disappointed about how it ended. Question 11. Can I live here? I recently said that I would want to live in the Lunar Chronicles world, but now that I think about it, no, I would not want to live there because there's basically a new plague in that world. So that's the one part I wouldn't want to deal with. But it has cyborgs and everything. So there's cyborgs and it's so futuristic and I love that concept of it. But I don't want Letimosis, I think. I think that's how... Let's see. Doesn't say in the back, but I just don't like, that's the one thing I don't like about this book series, is their virus. Is it called the Blue Plague or something? I think I just made that up. If I had to choose a world that I love and I would want to live in, minus the bad parts of it, I'm gonna go with the Lunar Chronicles world. Next question, what were we on? 11? No, 12. I'm reading this next. Okay. Did I skip one? No, I didn't. Okay. What I'm reading next is pretty obvious. City of Fallen Angels. Instruments, book 4. That's what I'm going to read next. And then, after that I plan on reading City of Lost Souls. But, I didn't read. I watched another video that said if you plan on reading the Mortal Instruments, to not read all of it before reading the Infernal Devices because you'll spoil the last Infernal Devices book for you. So I'm just going to take her advice on that, and I'm not going to finish reading this series because I really don't want to spoil this other series for myself. I'm just going to listen to her advice. Next question, question 13. I can't wait for this. Winter, the last book in the Lunar Chronicles. It comes out November 28th, I think. November 20 something. And I've been waiting over a year because I read the Lunar Chronicles last year when 3 of them were out, up to Cress. And then I found out that Winter wasn't coming out until this year, and I was so disappointed. But the wait is almost over, so I'm happy about that. I cannot wait for that book. That is, like, one of the highlights of my year, what I want. I'm just going to buy and just read it. Because that is just what I plan. Next question, question 14. Didn't finish. I didn't finish If I Stay. Why didn't I finish it? It was too upsetting for me. Like, I was crying when I was the first few pages in. It's not a bad book. I love it. But I never finished it. How far did I get? To 176. So I got most of the way through it. And then I just stopped. I don't know why. I'm probably gonna end up reading it again sometime. Question 15. Hero or heroine? That, again, is a really tricky one because there's most of the books I read have a hero or heroine in them. But I'm gonna have to go with Percy Jackson because I love him. I love Percy. He's one of my favorite heroes, and he's an actual hero. He's a demigod. So I'm gonna go with Percy. Question 16. OTP. Scarlet and Wolf from the Lunar Chronicles. Don't even get me started. I love them. I love Wolf. I love Scarlet. I never really considered having an OTP until I read them. I love them. They're my favorite. And that's my OTP. I have a lot, but it's them. Spine of book. My favorite spine of book? I don't know. Oh, favorite cover. Okay, I already did that one, but I completely forgot about these ones. These ones. I'm not going to say the series because it's going to be in a later on question, and I don't want to end up repeating myself. But these covers are beautiful. I love them. If you don't know what the series is, you're going to find out pretty soon. Just wait. Spine cover. Maybe Fairest from the Lunar Chronicles. I like this spine cover. It's pretty simple, but I like it. And the cover too. I love too many things. This is a bad challenge for me. Next question. Question 18. Recommended to me. There we go. The one where I said it would come back in right after I remembered it. Collection series. These were recommended to me by an online friend, and if she watches this video, she knows who she is. She recommended them to me last year, and I bought the first one, and it took me about 50 or 80, somewhere around there, pages to get into it. But I love this series. It's one of my favorites too, even though the protagonist is exhausting. But I love it, the Selection series. There's also The Heir. I haven't read it though. And I don't really plan on reading it because, to me, it is good where it ended. And that's just all there is to it for me. Question 19. Book to movie / TV. I'm the person that does not like when they take my favorite series and turn it into a movie because they mess it up all the time. Okay, I like the Harry Potter movies, those are good. And I just want them to stop making book series into movies because they mess it up. And I don't like that. So, I'm gonna go with The Hunger Games because I like Jennifer Lawrence. That might be a bit biased because I like Jennifer Lawrence, but I like The Hunger Games. To me, those ones are obviously not exactly like the books. They leave out a lot of parts, but they're still good regardless. Maze Runner, I don't like that one. I saw the Scorched Trials on the 19th of September, and I didn't like them. I didn't like the movie. I found it, like, I read the book, and it was nothing like the book in my opinion, so I didn't like it. Onwards. 20. This should be a movie. I just did a huge rant about ones I don't like. Well, I don't like that I do that. But honestly, the Lunar Chronicles. Yes, I'm mentioning the Lunar Chronicles a lot in this video, but that's because I love it. So I think that one should be made into a movie sometime. Not right now. Sometime in the future. Yeah. Question 21. I think it's 21. Yes, people on the cover. Favorite people on the cover? I like the Mortal Instruments covers. I'm not going to show them to you because I'm tired of turning around. But I like those ones. Yeah. 22. I need to buy this. There's so many books that I need to buy. It's not even funny. So, I can't think of anything that I really, really need to buy because I'm good for now. I need to buy the rest of the Mortal Instruments. I need to buy the Infernal Devices. That's pretty much it. 23. To be read pile. My to be read pile. Okay. My ginormous to be read pile. That book is coming apart. But here we go. To be read. Told you I have a lot of books. Question 24. Bookmarker. Oh, my bookmarker is in right here. It's a quote bookmark, and it says, "The key to achieving the impossible is believing you can." It's been my bookmark for probably all of this year. Question 25. this gives me feels. There's so many that give me feels. So I'm just not even going to answer that one because there's way too many that give me feels. Question 26. Top 3 favorites. I don't know if it's meant as books or series, but my top 3 favorite series, I'm gonna say, minus Hunger Games. I'm not gonna bring that in. Top 3 favorite series are the Lunar Chronicles, Harry Potter, and Heroes of Olympus. Percy Jackson should be in there, but but Heroes of Olympus is kind of a spin-off of Percy Jackson, so Percy Jackson counts in there. So that's what that's going to be. Question 27. Favorite villain? Favorite villain? I don't know. I like Queen Lavanna. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I like He Who Shall Not Be Named. I don't like President Snow. But I don't know who my favorite villain is because I haven't really gotten around to thinking. I've never really thought about who my favorite villain is because I don't really like villains. They're villains. But I'm gonna go with Queen Lavanna. I like her. After reading Fairest, I kind of feel for her now, so I like her. She's probably my favorite villain. Question 28. Favorite quote? I never really thought of what my favorite quote is, but from a book. But I don't know. I've never really written them down either. It would take me a long time to search through all my books to find a favorite quote. So I'll think about it, and later in another video, I'll bring it back and tell you guys what my favorite quote is. Deal. How's that sound? Deal? Okay. My favorite chapter? I have read so many books that it's hard to think of a favorite chapter. Oh! I know a chapter from a book that really stands out to me. And that book is Scarlet, once again. Favorite chapter, because it really stands out to me, is probably 39 and 40 of Scarlet. I love those chapters. If you want to figure out what happens in those chapters, buy the book. Or if you already have it, just go to the book, look up chapters 39 and 40, and you will find out. And last question of the day, question 30. Read this month. What books have I read this month? Well, probably going to end up having read more by the time this video comes out. But the Lunar Chronicles is what I've read this month so far. I've read City of Bones. I started it at the end of August, but I finished it in September. City of Ashes, I read in a week and a half, roughly. And City of Glass, I'm reading that one right now. So those are what I've read this month. I might read more, not sure. Okay guys, like I told you I would, here's my bookshelf. My favorite book series. I have the other bookshelf, but I'm not going to show you that one right now. I'm just going to save you the trouble. And as you can tell, these are most of the books that were behind me. And yeah, this is my favorite book series collection. So there's question number 3, I believe it was. My book stack. There you go. You can see it now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video of my book challenge that I did in a video, even though it was supposed to be 30 days. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you come back next week, because I don't know what I have planned for next week yet, but I'll try to be exciting. I'll try to make it something relatable. It's probably going to end up being a rant, because last week's video was the getting to know me video. This week is the book thing. So next week is gonna not have anything to do with books, I swear. But I hope you enjoy, and I hope you come back next week, and thanks for watching. Bye!